Sorry. So, you want to be careful of that because I've had a lot of trouble with turning soft kill boundaries or soft safe boundaries into hard ones because of mixing boundaries like that. Okay, now vehicles. Really cool thing you can do in Invasion is make vehicles spawn later. And so, let's say I want them to have this Warthog, but I don't want them to have it in the first round. As you can see, as I'm doing here, I set it the game label to Invasion Vehicle, and then I set the spawn sequence to the phase I want it to spawn in. Now, it has kind of a delay on the spawn, so there's a little bit of time between the start of the phase and the spawning of the vehicle, but it's good. It's not that long. So, with that in mind, you can set vehicles to spawn later than from the beginning. So that way people aren't worried about getting in vehicles from the beginning and can focus on different objectives. It's also really good if you want to do a really cool, like, Falcon spawns and you fly out of their scene, or whatever you may want. And another cool thing, you can do this with weapons as well. I'm going to do that with these DMRs right here. So now, but the difference is that you have to set the game label to Invasion Weapon. Tricky thing about this, though, you can't really do this with objects. I've tried really hard, spawn some crates or something later in the game. It just does not work out. The only thing you can make spawn later is a weapons and vehicles through that method. Now, you can always go and do the traditional method of, on a timer, set it to 180 or 90 or whatever. I'm going to set this one to 90 and to not spawn. But as for objects and stuff like that, it won't. You can't do the same thing as you can with weapons and vehicles. And trust me, I've tried everything. I've tried setting it to Invasion, to almost every single one. It just doesn't work out. Now, I want to show you something really cool. I'm just going to get a Coliseum wall right here. I'm going to make a gate out of this. Now, Invasion gates are really useful because basically what you can do is cut off a certain section of the map completely, and then, once a phase ends, you can make it disappear. So it actually works like as a literal gate. You see it in the multiplayer versions, and you can do it in this. So here's my gate. So obviously they can't get past it. Well, they can, but it's not that good. But still, it's not easy to get past this. So you just set the game label to Invasion Gate, and then set it to the spawn sequence. But the important thing to remember about this is the spawn sequence is the last wave you will see this object in. So if I set this to spawn sequence 2, that means you will see this wall in phase 1 and 2, and then after 2 is over, it will disappear. So as you see, I set this gate to phase 1, so as soon as we complete the first objective, it will disappear, and you can continue through it. It's a pretty cool trick, if you want to block off areas or make very coordinated sections in your maps. It's a very good trick. Not trick, but yeah, it's good to know. I've pretty much showed you everything. I've showed you the spawns and the gates and whatnot, how to make weapons and vehicles spawn later. I'm just going to add some finishing touches to this map. I'm definitely open to making more tutorials. I know a lot about Forge. I've been forging for a long time. I'm no master at it. I'm not. I haven't really made anything aesthetically pleasing. But if anyone wants more info about certain things on how to forge, maybe little tricks, just message me on YouTube or Facebook. My Facebook name is TJ Guccione. I'll leave it in a comment down below, and my YouTube name is Wizardro. So just leave me a comment or something if you want any more Forge tutorials. And then just as I'm just gonna make these spawn a bit later. But I'm just going to show you a quick clip of how this actually turned out, how this game, to just show you how everything works. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial, and see you next time.